EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. The Steelers at 4-3, a game over 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Second and 2. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Underwood. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 13. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
65
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Jarrett. And that'll be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Mahomes. That's caught. Royals with it. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Royals, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Down. Cooking 60 Eagles, 60.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the 1st half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. Butker now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Jarrett. Throw left side complete. That's 4. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Green. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go, set. Go.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Cowboy Eagles. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Move it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DJ Giddens, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 28-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And shutting him off, now open field. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. Finding Green complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Back to throw. Jarrett under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Jarrett. Green with a catch left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, it's Green. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a decent gain on the ground, call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
24-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Yellow. Hey, 15, 20.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 43, 43, 50. Yellow. Yellow. Body. Listen.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Yep.
Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Underwood. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Body.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 27-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Yellow. 180.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
180. 180.
another shot here on the ground. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Smith up the middle. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 28.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Yellow.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Hawk, set, hook.
Throwing to start the drive. Jarrett. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go, Shaq. Hut, hut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Shaq. Swear I'm leaving the city. Bravo 80. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Come on, Shaq. Ready.
Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Green.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Take go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
70 Timberwolf. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Green. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. Jarrett looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's a quick throw right side. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped down on that one.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
70 Lion, Mustang 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Jarrett, touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Steelers are able to claw one back. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Chiefs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Chiefs 44, Steelers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Yellow.
Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And that is incomplete.
A good passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 5.
Let's go. Check up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
His ball is caught. He's got Debo. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead down to 20.
44. Steelers 24.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get